few quick reminders. Thing number one, we will give you a formula sheet, so you do not need to memorize any formulas. You don't have to memorize any law of cosine formula, sines, or the area formulas. So number one, given angle B and C are given. If you know two of the angles, then there's only one possible triangle because you subtract them from 180 to get 121. If one side is given, so we know B, opposite of big B is little b, so it's 24, you then can use law of sines to find the other sides. So then to find the other two sides, you just have to remember that we have two different, we have the law of sines formula. So just remember that you can set up little a, little b, little c, whichever side you want, over the sine of that side, right? Little a over sine a, you can set it equal to little b over sine b, or you could do little b over sine b is equal to little c over sine c. Since I knew I wanted to find side A, it's one of the sides I needed to use little a over sine of A, and I could set that equal to anything else. I chose to set it equal to little b over sine b because in order to solve for one unknown, in order to solve for little a, we need to have three known values, which we then do. Then you can cross multiply. And once you do that, you can isolate little a, and you end up with little a is 33.41. After you find little a, the last side you need is little c. Similarly, we just use laws of sines. We did little c over sine of c is equal to little b over sine of b, cross multiplied, and got side c is equal to 13.97. I'm going to skip over number 2 because it's just like number 1. Now number 3 is one of the special cases. You first need to figure out, okay, am I using sines or cosine laws? Now, when we have one angle, right, you go, wait, is it law of sines or cosines? Well, let me set up the triangle. And when you set up this triangle, triangle ABC, and you fill in what they give you angle A, they give you little a, they give you little b. Well, when you have one angle, it's only law of cosines if it's side angle side, which this triangle is not. Therefore, we know we must use law of sines. You also need to remember that when you're using law of sines, you need to consider the three different possible solutions. There could be one solution, two solutions, or no solutions. And when we say solutions, possible amounts of triangles we could set up. So when you know one angle, you're then hunting for the second angle. So I chose to use law of sines to search for angle B. Said I'll try to find that angle next. So I did little a over sine of A is equal to little b over sine of B. I then isolated. I then said theta, aka b, is equal to inverse sine of the value that I got when I cross multiplied and simplified, and then I got b, or theta, was 57.42. Now because it's law of sines, we need to consider the two options. We can't just fill in 57.42 and then fill in the last angle and be done. So remember, for law of sines, you are going to say, could it be the angle I just found? Could it be 57.42? You're asking yourself, could it be? And then could it also be 180 minus that angle you just got, 57.42? So could it be 122.58? You then know, check, it could be 57.42 because when you add 57.42 with the angle already given, 36.5, that's under 180. So you're going to create one triangle, which we have over here. We did all of law of sines to find all the angles and sides. Then you ask yourself, could it be 122.58? And check, it could be, because 122.58 plus 36.5, the angle already given, is less than 180. Therefore, you can create two different triangles. Notice for both triangles that angle A is 36.5. But remember, when we were searching for angle B, we said it could be 37.42, which we decided to use for triangle 1. But we also said it could be 122.58, which we decided to use for the second triangle. Therefore, the third angle, angle C, is going to be different for the two triangles. For 1, it will be 20.29 because 180 minus 36.5 minus 122.58 equals 20.29. And then C for the other triangle is 86.08 because 180 minus 36.5 minus 57.42 is equal to 86.08. So now we have two different triangles. Only one angle is the same and the other two are different. Once you get that far, the rest is pretty self-explanatory. You're just doing two different problems. So for the triangle over here, you're then just doing law of sines to find all the remaining sides. So you're trying to find little c, little a, little b, because you already have the angles. Similarly, you're doing your own problem over here. You're doing law of sines to find all the angles and sides. So it's really just two problems in one. Number 4, we're going to skip over. We already know two angles, easy law of sines one. Then when we look at number 5, we only have one angle. We know it's not side angle side, so we have to use law of sines. And when we start to search for one of the angles, we do theta is inverse sine of 1.17, which is error, so no triangle can be created. Therefore, no solution. Similarly, for number 6, it's the same concept. There's only one angle that's given. However, it's not side angle side, so we have to use law of sines. And when we start to solve for a second angle, in this case we chose to isolate angle C, we got again error, no solution, meaning no triangle can be created. Remember, for law of sines, the options are there could be one solution, two solutions, or no solutions, meaning one triangle, two triangles, or no triangles.